Welcome to SFSFWI TV. I am Sandra Hans, and I am the founder of San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week International. In 2020, COVID pandemic is affecting thousands of people around the world. And here in San Francisco, we are under the shelter-in-place order, finding ourselves at home and not knowing what's coming next. In 2018, SFSFWI started to supporting the Circular Fashion Economy Initiative for a mindful green economy, moving businesses away from overproduction and consumers away from overconsumption. Circular fashion promises to resolve many environmental issues, like microfibers polluting oceans, chemicals in textiles polluting rivers, and also water consumption and usage. So did you know that it takes 700 gallons of fresh drinking water to produce one t-shirt? Yes. So I invite you to watch our television shows with curiosity for what professionals are saying to activate communities to propel sustainability. Due to the COVID-19, these television shows were produced with limited production resources and with lots of love and commitment. So thank you to all of the speakers and sustainable designers for their contribution. SFSFWI's mission is widely fulfilled by continuing on a digital platform supporting sustainable brands and professionals worldwide. The future belongs to all of us by working together. So join our community at sfsfwi.org. Thank you.
So this is Debbie Rafael from the City of San Francisco's Department of the Environment saying thank you so much for participating in the San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week International. And I want to give a heartfelt call out to Sandra Hans, who is not only the CEO and executive producer of iGreen Media Group, she is the founder of San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week. And she has dedicated her work and her life to making sure that all of us have a place where we can share our best practices, where we can learn from each other, and most of all, where we can create a sustainable fashion industry. So thank you, Sandra. Thank you to your whole team. From me to you, stay healthy, stay well, and stay sustainable.
Welcome back to San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week International. I am the founder, Sandra Hans. Today we have a very special guest, and her name is Marielle Humpa, that she is in Uppsala, Sweden. With her, she has 3 amazing speakers representing Berlin in Germany and also in Sweden, and I would love to know more about them. So Marielle, welcome. Thank you so much for your leadership. You are an expert in marketing and communications. And thank you so much for being a collaborator, someone that wants to support sustainability and fashion around the world. Please,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello, everybody, and welcome to SFSFWI TV. This is the 7th annual celebration of San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week, a platform that is created to unite both professionals and consumers together to work towards the creation of a better sustainable fashion industry. My name, as Sandra mentioned, is Marielle Humpa. I'm the founder and advisor of international community and digital agency Slow Fashion World, and I'm pleased to stream in from Uppsala, Sweden. Today, I'm excited to present the panel on the subject of digital communities for transformation in sustainable fashion. This issue is very important and relevant in the fashion industry because we need to build a more diverse community and ecosystem where people can thrive and also connect and co-create to build communities for action. In this way, what we will do is to continue supporting each other by building tools and continue maximizing the positive impact in sustainable fashion. This is why today I would like to introduce one of my first change makers, which is Josephine Lijevis. She is from Uppsala, Sweden, and she is the founder of the impact fashion tech brand, Josephine Lijevis, and the traceability system, Responsible Systems. Hello, Josephine. Please tell us about your impact in the fashion industry.
Hey, Marielle, and thank you so much for having me. So I'm working with traceable leather footwear, and since it's kind of new in the world, I was thinking of starting with a little story. So imagine you're standing in a shoe shop and you're about to purchase a perfect pair of black leather footwear. And just as you're going out to the vendor with your shoes, you see that there's a scratch in the upper. And immediately you think that this product is defect and you ask for a discount. But instead of getting a discount, you get a story. You get a story about a cow who's been able to be outside, played in the beautiful weather, and maybe he tripped on a stone and he happened to get this little scar that you now see in the footwear. Would you then ask for a discount, or would you respect the stories that comes with a letter? I believe that if you're given the opportunity, everyone would choose the letter with the story. And that's why I've created my fashion tech brand, Josephine Lijevis, and our IT software system, Responsible System. And we are the creators of the world's first fully traceable leather footwear, where each leather part can be directly traceable back to the exact animals involved to guarantee their quality of life. And we are on a mission to improve global animal protection.
Excellent, Joseph. Welcome to the talk. Now I'm going to introduce our second change maker, Kim Gerlash. Kim is a sustainability and fashion consultant who has been around the fashion industry for 6 years, being also part of the Neonit, one of the most biggest events in Germany, in Berlin. Welcome, Kim. Please tell us about your connection with community and digital activism.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Indeed, I've been around for some years now, and it's really important to have a digital community. I've been starting with it when I started a very regular blog. I then transitioned into a vintage startup. I became ambassador for Copenhagen Fashion Summit, for other events like Neonit. We'll come back to that later. But overall, all of this has been enabled through people I just met online, basically. So I think digital community is part of my career path and all the impact I'm creating as well, with people, through people, and it's all about the joint growth, I would say. So yes.
That sounds incredible, and it's all about building communities for action. But last but not least, I'm now going to take on a journey to Liz Soto Rivas. Liz, I would like to introduce this ethical brand emerging designer and also digital marketer and art director. Please, Liz, tell us more about yourself and how you unite communities.
Okay. Well, most of our connection has been made online, and well, we have met amazing people through several platforms, and I think we have collaborated in several events like fashion shows, pop-up stores, conscious talks, fashion weeks, and editorials. So that means that these experiences allow us to detect opportunities and suggest stages for us, creatives and designers, on how to get involved and connected with people. So I guess people in general can achieve this through consultant services as well. For example, with an agency, like we did with the Slow Fashion World, which help us to understand and learn about different markets and ways of working with ethical and sustainable fashion. So also it's very important to connect with other people in our own communities. In my case, I'm an immigrant in Berlin, right? So that's why I created this strong network of more than 6,000 Latinas with a Facebook group. So that's why I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is that we, when we search for community, we create new opportunities to grow our businesses. And of course, we also create resources to continue living as entrepreneurs with a conscious lifestyle.
Excellent, and that is completely true. Looking for the three perspectives around communities, this is what it is. It's diverse, it's inclusive, but at the same time, it leads us to encourage each other to make a better place for the world through sustainability. So thank you to our speakers and to all of you for joining us today at SFSFWI TV. If you would like to listen to the full conversation, please go to our website, sfsfwi.org.
Now we have a special guest coming from the corporate world. Welcome, Octavia Sun. It's so wonderful to have you here with us.
Thank you so much, Sandra, for having me. This is great. Anyways, with my experience through my bachelor's degree and master's degree in environmental sustainability, plus my current experience at Bank of the West being a corporate social responsibility analyst, I will be exploring the topics of sustainability in the apparel industry, fast fashion, and making sustainable fashion more accessible. If any of these topics interest you and you want to learn more, I invite you all to go on SFSWI's website, sfsfwi.org, and you can hear more on my conversations. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to SFSFWI TV. I am Sandra Hans. Today we have someone very special. Her name is Rachel Fishbein, and she is the Executive Director of Fashion Incubator San Francisco. Welcome, Rachel. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much, Sandra, for having me.
Yes, please tell us about Fashion Incubator.
Of course. So the Fashion Incubator was established in 2011. It's a nonprofit organization that's designed to support the Bay Area fashion community. And we do that in a variety of ways. We've got public programming, private programming, as well as a designer in residency program. So we've got a studio space as well as a seminar space. we've noticed that a lot of our designers and the community are very interested in sustainable fashion. And we do think that that's something that makes San Francisco primed to be a new fashion hub, a new fashion capital, is our unique experience with sustainable fashion. So we've been having a lot of sustainable programming, including our recent Sustainable Summit. And we've also just launched a new digital magazine. And our first publication was with 7 local brands who all have sustainability initiatives. And so we did this really fabulous photo shoot on the streets of San Francisco with all 7 local brands to showcase the design talent that's here in San Francisco. We were able to find an incredible volunteer photographer. His name is Alan Revenui, and he's taking on the leadership of being our photographer as well as doing some creative direction as well for the publication. Gail Goldberg, who's a seasoned writer here in the Bay Area, is our journalist for the magazine. We also worked with Kamara Mitchell, who's the creative director of Banana Republic, and she helped us to piece together the look. She helped Alan figure out the right spots inside of San Francisco to really highlight sustainability inside of our urban environment. And so our first photo shoot, you see these beautiful sustainable pieces on the streets of San Francisco. So to learn more about the Fashion Incubator, you would go to fashionincubators.sf.org. That is our website. There is a lot of information about our program, about who the mentors are. You can also find the digital magazine there, so you can check out the photo shoot that we are talking about here.
That's really great. What I want to say is that I am just very thankful that you were able to be with us, bring that information to our audience about Fashion Incubator, the mission, and what is it that you guys are doing. And congratulations with, having your first magazine edition. And kudos to you. Thank you so much. And this is all for now. We'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you so much, Sandra.
Thank you, Yoshiro and you, Mitsuya, for being here. I would like to welcome Mitsuya Inagaki to our program, and thank you so much for being here today.
Hi, Sandra.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. So we see that Mitsuya and Yoshiro are on the screen, and it's because Yoshiro is coming next to talk a little bit about shibori and how much tradition they are bringing to other parts of the world in teaching others shibori, which is originally from Japan. So tell me, cuéntame, decimos en español. Tell me, we say in Spanish, what's going on?
I'm Mitsuya Inagaki, working in Japan. So my job is to introduce organic cotton or sustainable textile to these fashion industries. And I engaged in the organic cotton program since 2013.
Okay, wonderful. So you guys have been, so since 2013, you've been growing organic cotton in Japan. And I was looking at my notes that there is a series of things that are important to you. So I would like to know, how did you get involved in growing organic cotton and why?
Yeah, as you know that 2011, the date of 11th March, we got a very tragedy north part of Japan. Biggest tsunami affected the rice field of Japanese coastal area. So the farmers could not grow up rice in the rice field, because all of the field has been covered by the salt from the ocean. Rice could not grow. So we put cotton. Cotton is stronger to the salt stuff. So we could put the cotton seed and grown up cotton in Japan.
And how many farmers, how many families, how many people are being really benefited from this initiative that you are bringing to them?
We have worked with 3 farmers associations.
Okay.
We studied 3 areas in Tohoku. And maybe from the farmers, there are about 20 farmers. And our textile industry size, we worked with 80 countries, companies, 80 companies.
You are creating a very interesting project, and can you tell us a little bit about that?
In India, there is no facility of the water treatment system, so they can do only one time the farming. So from June to the November, they can grow up cotton or rice, but other season they have nothing to do. So they have to move to the metropolitan cities. It is deeply related to the children. If the farmer's wives and the husband go to the metropolitan city, it is very difficult to continue to go to school. So we introduced the decent jobs to farmers' wives. That is our project, Shibori. $152 million of children in the world are still working as child labor and cannot go to school. One of the worst conditions is in the cotton field in India. A Japanese NGO worked there and make one village child labor free zone 2013, but there exist enormous chemical pesticide and fertilizers. To change hazardous situation of local people, we've started conversion to organic cotton project since 2014.
And let's go back to Yoshiro about how did he get involved with the technique and shibori?
どのように絞りを、仕事としてやっているか、どのように、インドに伝えていくか、普段やってることかな。
普段やってることは、着物や浴衣、洋服、T とか、スカーフとか、生地に絞り加工をするということですね。
He originally from shibori industry, grown up in this area, Nagoya. And his main job is to ask, he's a kind of the craftsman and manufacturer. And he asked to the craftsman to do the shibori, tie-dye, and make the fabric for kimono, Japanese traditional wearing, or the shirts or dresses, or some kind of the bags. That is his job. Shibori, Japanese tie-dye, has been developed since 19th century. Through 400 years history, the design and technique are so much developed as an art. But as you know, Japan is in aging society. We meet a lack of workers issue. Most craftsmen don't have their successors, and it will lead to losing of our culture. Yoshiro Kumagai, a shibori manufacturer, called his action to work with the local cotton farmers' wives in India. He went there and planned to start to introduce shibori there. You can see hundreds of designs now in Japan. Shibori is now expanding to the world. Soon you will.
what it calls my attention the most is that you take the shibori out of the cylinder, and then you are outside on the streets. Tell me about that. That was really like, okay, so they're doing this on the streets. What's going on? Please explain.
動画では外であえて広げてたけど、あんなの普通にあるんですか？
違いますよ。全然普通に。
In his area, in this area, we can do spreading the fabric in outside. We can see here, very generally we can see it. So he wants to change the situation, grown in India, organic cotton, and using organic cotton for shibori fabric. That is his dream.
Thank you so much to the two of you. And Yoshiro, thank you very much. And to you, Mitsuya, thank you so much for being part of
Arigato.
Thank you for being at San Francisco Sustainable Fashion Week International 2020.
Take care.
Ciao. Bye.
Ciao.